last year, and the divorce became public when Iman's legal team demanded for their full names to be used on court filings. Now that the divorce is final, it was reported on what the terms are. Iman, now listen, y'all, just because, I'm nosy, so listen. Iman Shumpert has to make a one-time seven-figure payment to Teyana.
Last year, and the divorce became public when Iman's legal team demanded for their full names to be used on court filings. Now that the divorce is final, it was reported on what the terms are. Now listen, y'all, just 'cause you know I'm nosy. So listen, Iman Shumpert has to make a one-time seven-figure payment to Teyana. It looks like Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert's marriage is about to end. When Teyana gets her millions, she will be so happy she will beam the whole way to the bank. How exactly does it sound like a man took the settlement? Does this only happen because of what he did to Teyana, folks? The split has been a terrible mess, wife telling me to come do the dishes. __, you come to wash they, __, dishes and shut they, __. As the story went on, Teyana and Iman's constant back and forth made a bad situation even worse. And I promise you, my sweetheart, that some of the requests were totally silly. A man is said to have told the judge that since he and Teyana are no longer married, he wants some of the things he gave her back. He gave names of the house and her jewelry. A man clearly wanted a piece of Teyana's music income before they got married, even before they were married. Because his income is less than Teyana's, he also wanted to lower the amount of child support. He had to pay. I hired an accountant. I hired a financial advisor. And I made sure they hated each other. I used to be nervous of checking my account. I never really wanted to know how much money I had because of the shock factor of it. You know what I'm saying, like when you go from being a broke kid and never knowing the conversation that happens when you're not around. You know what I'm saying? Like I became a part of every conversation that I never heard, and then, for me to inherit now the web of people that's around me, it was like everybody is now telling me their problems. I couldn't have a conversation with somebody without them telling me financially how they could use a win. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was trying to hide that for myself, according to sources. A man also has big monthly bills that add up to at least $112,000. When I found out about his finances, I was fully ready for that request to be turned down. According to what he says, he spends each month over $14,000. Those two to show another $144,000 on eating out and over $6,000 on making music videos. Besides that, a man spends $119,000 a month on gas to get to and from her job in Alpharetta, and another $10,500 a month on lunch. It was always going to be wrong to ask for a lower child support payment. Because of this, the choice had been made, and a man's many requests were turned down. There are 4 important buildings worth more than $10 million in their joint estate. Based on the ruling, Teyana is allowed to keep these things. She also gets to keep her favorite Bronco truck, a Maybach, a Mercedes Sprinter, a tour bus, all of her jewels, and the aunties and Taylor made clothes that her company makes. Amen, on the other hand, wants to keep his fancy Miami home. He will also keep his homes in Dakar and South Georgia. He also made it clear at the trial that he plans to keep all of his assets in Shumpert. Details were not given. But it is likely that these investments include stakes in a lot of different types of businesses, along with the $88,000 a month in child support. Iman was also told to pay Teyana Taylor a 7-figure sum all at once when it comes to their kids. The court has told Iman twice to pay the full price for their girls' private school. There is already a lot of drama going on with the split. Iman is making more money as a basketball player than Teyana ever thought she would from singing, but Teyana accuses him of being unstable and jealous of her success. In her divorce suit, Teyana said that a man would get so irritated that photographers would ask him to leave pictures of the two of them in public places. On top of that, Teyana said that Iman sent her a lot of mean texts using deceptive and condescending language because she was the heart of attention. She said that An would argue with her even on her birthday. And then say sorry. The court papers show that Iman started to intentionally dim her light for her husband to try to keep their marriage peaceful and happy as her anger at Teyana's fame grew. Imagine that's what it felt like. It felt like getting like it seemed like every time you got to the door, it slammed in your face. That was the feeling that I was having. You get what I'm saying? Even all the way down to fade to do fade. And like this is it fade was fire exactly feel like right after fade album. Should have dropped. You get what I'm saying? Like it was always something. So I was like, what were these moments? And who were these moments really for? You know clearly, these moments bigger than me. It's interesting that Teyana said she turned down acting and music offers because An told her she couldn't work still. She brought up the fact that Amin felt cheated when quit her job after giving birth to their first child, which is why she went to court. She said a man had been angry and very self-centered. While they were married, Teyana says she thought about getting a divorce twice before she finally did it. Because Ian cheated on her before, during, and after they got married. A man was sharing pictures of them and their 2-month-old child with what she thought were other women. She said that's why she wanted to end their relationship in 2018. In a different document, Teyana told the court that a man never took enough care of the kids and supposedly forgot to feed them. Even when he was in the house with them, on looked like she was high on drugs while she was taking care of their 2 kids. A man, Junie Taylor 7 and Rue Rose 3, are my 2 little girls. He reportedly set up for a private driver to take the 2 kids in a ride-sharing service and drop them off in the United Center public area in Chicago. The main thing Teyana wanted to say was how angry she was at Iman for not caring about the kids' safety. Dear ones, there's more. Teyana says a man borrowed more than $7 million without telling her, which took $50 million away from their joint wealth. She also slammed a man for not paying the taxes on the Miami, Florida home they shared. She began by saying that Iman had always paid the property taxes on all of their properties until all of a sudden he stopped. My little one, it's all been too much for you. But the relationship was just as bad, so it's clear that they would be better off if they went their different ways. Too, if anyone knows, rumors started going around in April 2023 that a man and Teyana were no longer together. Their actions don't match up with how supportive Teyana's mother has been since she became a single mom. To set the record straight, Teyana wrote a long Instagram post in which she finally talked about the split rumors. In fact, she said that they had been apart for a while. In line with how she had previously defended a man, she quickly said that cheating had nothing to do with the breakup. After 10 years together, Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert have separated. Teyana Taylor claims that the separation has been going on for a while, and that even though they are broken up, they are still amazing co-parents and amazing business partners, and infidelity had nothing to do with their breakup. She said, to be fair, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while. For the record, cheating had nothing to do with our breakup. We are still the best of friends, great business partners, and an unbeatable team. When it comes to raising our 2 beautiful kids together, we value our family very, very highly. We've been married for 7 years and together for 10. But we've never talked about it or played with the idea. We all saw how he insulted Teyana over and over again during the song and the divorce papers. While she stood up for a man, didn't we? As an example, a woman came forward in 2016 to say that she had been seeing a man for 2 years during the same time that he was seeing Teyana. The woman and a man are said to have met on social media and had planned to meet in a hotel in Denver. Kyrie Irving, another Cleveland Cavaliers player, was already in the room. When a man got there, the woman said that the guys had asked for a trio, even though she didn't like the idea. Besides that, there were also claims of cheating. Even when Teyana said she was married to baby, things didn't get better for my baby. I do some crazy things, yes, seemed to describe Teyana's relationship with Iman in the 2018 song Three-Way, which made people think that the 2 were in a trio relationship. He can get everything he wants that way. To put it simply, working together makes things better. Also, I'm really glad to have you on board. When a friend told Teyana She didn't value herself. She told the truth about her relationship with Iman. In 3 ways, she also said she didn't have low self-esteem because she and a man liked sleeping with other women. Sometimes when people heard that my husband and I had a trio relationship in the past, they said, oh, she'll do anything to hold on to her man. I'm now interested. That was my job to take care of. There were reports in January 2919 that Albie Rides had slept with Teyana and Iman and gotten pregnant as a result. This made the many charges of cheating even stronger. Unknown sources said in February 2022 that a man's husband had seen a singer with 2 girls who want to remain unknown watch Dancing with the Stars. This made the accusations of adultery even stronger. A woman also posted pictures of herself leaning on a man in a pretty sexy way and in what looked like in man's chain. Right before they announced they were splitting up, when Teyana saw that the threat wasn't going away, she chose to end her relationship with On and look for peace. This would mean some kind of healing to me. Right around what part does this come from?